Farm News Media presents Farm News 5.
The Organic Trade Association is suing the USDA. Wine grape harvest is proving fruitful.
We use all Michigan fruit, and we have about 30 different types of wines that we produce.
And Michigan Ag Commodities' Chris Betts has a look at market activity. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
Michigan wine grape harvest is in full swing, and for the Bergdorf Winery, this means getting a crew in the vineyard at the Michigan State Horticultural Teaching and Research Center.
So what we're doing today, we're harvesting grapes here at Michigan State University. Several years ago, MSU approached us here at the Hort Farm about buying their teaching and research grapes. And at the time, we didn't have a lot of supply of grapes. Actually, we didn't know there were farmers in Michigan that grew grapes for wineries. So we said, yeah, we'll buy them. So we buy the fruit here, and the money we pay for that fruit goes towards the university here at the Hort Farm. So students working on an ag or hort degree can get a job here and earn some money for their classes or whatever they want to do with that. Today we're harvesting a Petite Pearl grape. This is an adapted varietal, not a vinifera grape, but this is developed by University of Minnesota when Michigan State and Minnesota universities work together to develop grape varieties, fruit varietals, but in this case grapes that grow in Michigan climates so that they can then be released to farmers in Michigan to grow fruit. So we're harvesting it today. The bricks are okay, the acidity is right, so it's going to make a high quality wine.
After the grapes are harvested, the process of making wine begins at the Bergdorf Winery in Hazlet, Michigan.
We bring the big box in, and we have a very young, strong person scoop the grapes onto a ramp, and then we sort out the leaves for the purpose of keeping the wine from becoming bitter. And then we pass it through a crusher destemmer, which separates out the stems from the pulp. And the pulp, which is the grapes, the seeds, the stems, is called musk. And then we pump that into a tank, if it's a red, to be fermented the next day.
The fermented musk goes through a press, and the juice collected is used to make one of the Bergdorf wines made just from Michigan grapes.
We have it available throughout the state. I would say about 50 different locations, which are listed on our website. We sell most of the wine through the tasting room because people need to taste the wine to believe that it's a good wine and purchase it. There's a lot of competition out there.
A battle over what access to the outdoors for chickens really means has led the Organic Trade Association to sue the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Currently, organic egg producers are required to give their chickens year-round access to the outdoors. Many producers, like the Herbrooks Poultry Ranch of Saranac, Michigan, provide screened-in porches for their chickens, while other producers give their hens more room to roam. Those farmers believe screened-in porches don't count as being outdoors, but the producers that use those disagree. The suit is calling for the USDA to implement new rules requiring each egg-laying hen to be given roughly 2 square feet of outdoor space. It is believed that large-scale egg producers like Herbrooks would not be able to meet those regulations. The 7th annual Soybean Harvest Equipment Field Day is next Tuesday, September 26th on North Wheaton Road in Charlotte. Participants will learn new information about how soybean harvest losses occur and how to reduce them. They will also have an opportunity to see the latest harvest equipment demonstrated in the field. There is no charge for the field day. However, pre-registration with the Allegan County MSU Extension Office is requested. With a look at the latest market activity, here is Michigan Ag Commodities' Chris Betts.
Thanks, Janelle. Lackluster trade this week left all three mostly range-bound. Soybeans notched new 5-week highs Friday, breaking above some firm technical resistance. Strong export demand helped lend support to the soy complex the second half of the week, but harvest pressure remains. Corn is locked in a lower trend. The USDA releases its quarterly grain stocks report next Friday at noon. The USDA will likely favor an average demand pace for the marketing year. This, along with a 14.2 billion bushel crop, would leave U.S. corn stocks extremely burdensome. Wheat has seen a pickup in nearby demand, helping to lift prices off contract lows in September. Tightening spreads have reflected the uptake in commercial buying interest. However, big carries persist, reflecting a bearish outlook overall. I'm Chris Betts for Michigan Agricultural Commodities. For more market information, go to michag.com.
For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.